Hey y'all, I'm going to be reacting to Onyx Equinox episode 2. I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website. And I'll be starting the reaction in 1, 0, go! Alright, I'm absolutely pumped up for this. Because despite some of the uneven voice acting in episode 1, I still have expectations for this. Alright, I actually don't blame him for trying to get some sympathy points in regards to the death of his sister. Although, man. Even though I already experienced it in the first episode, I gotta admit, looking at it again is pretty rough, and it does make me feel a little queasy. Okay. I mean, the opening actually has a nice epic vibe to it, and the visuals look good too. Actually, hope the actual series looks this good. If it did, man, that's gonna be nice. And at least it's nice to see some of the companions that are gonna seemingly accompany him on his journey. I actually like that serious look he has too in the opening. Like it looks like he's ready to straight up just annihilate someone. I'm pretty sure he's still gonna find a way of doing some trickery. Only for the reason being that these are deities we're talking about. There is just no way things are gonna happen cleanly. Hmm. Sure. Sure. Oh. Because knowing how it usually goes in this type of series, that dude's gonna want to look for a loophole. Kind of like the Spanish accent the actors got. Yeah, he doesn't look too pleased. Hmm. I mean, the thing about this though, even though yes, he was allowed to pick his best, I'm pretty sure the barrier is going to be just Azel's ability. Only because we haven't really seen him act as the most confident individual, at least not in the first episode. So it is going to be a journey. At least now we know how we ended up there. Now I just wonder if he's going to get abilities. I'm wondering if he's going to want any type of vengeance. I mean, I can't blame for being scared. There's like a random ass creature that had its claws in my shoulder. I'd be creeped the fuck out too, because I'm like, in a moment's notice. Honestly, his voice actor isn't that good. At least it's somewhat better than episode 1, though. It's getting a little bit better. If he'd be dead, he wouldn't be feeling pain right now. Damn, man, you might as well just hear what the cute little kitty has to say. I'm just saying, might as well. Like I just want to put up with any single bit of bullshit. Oh, jeez. Not even giving him the soft treatment. Oh. Jeez. I mean, exactly what he needs. I'm assuming, though, that the boy's gonna have to be trained up, though. The thing is, though, he's not gonna have any. That's a good point. Nelly would. Oh, he hit a nerve right there. Jeez. Oh. I mean, he's gonna have to endure the pain, though. Considering the fact that if he faces a future foe, they ain't gonna be merciful towards him. Yeah, but if he didn't hold his tongue anymore, wouldn't that be working to his L's favor? Because he would just get the death he so richly desired, though? But hey, I mean, it's looking like already the self-preservation instincts are already kicking in for him. I'm actually got how he's only calling him boy, not by his actual name. Okay. That is some of the fakest crap I ever heard. Like, the script is interesting and all, it's just the voice performers are doing a bad job. Well, at least I think it's just him that's doing a bad job. Almost everyone else is doing good. But the thing is, he's our main lead. And that's the thing, if his voice performance was good, then this series would be good. Nope. I wonder if that's the Panther that's trying to drag him back into the cave he came from. That's what I'm wondering. Oh, he looks like he's about to piss his pants. Oh man, poor kid. But honestly, he's not gonna have much choice. He might as well fight because if he doesn't, if he can't close the gates, then they're all fucked anyway. Might as well. Oh, kind of looks like a sister. A little bit. Aww. Hey, if I were the Panther, I would consider offering Izzo the power to get payback. I would have tried to persuasively convince the boy in order to actually serve the purpose. I think maybe his approach is just a bit too rough on someone that just recently lost their loved one. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, though. Don't get me wrong. But some people, they're persuaded by being threatened. Other people, they're better persuaded by actually giving them some kind of benefit. Although, man, he's just taking the. I mean, I don't blame her for taking the bait, though. Considering that the death of his sister is so fresh on his mind, I'm not gonna blame him for going after that image that kind of does look like his sister. Almost anyone would be doing the same thing too. So I'm not gonna hold it against him. Okay, one other thing is sentient because it's some noise. Oh, maybe it is sentient, or maybe it's like a. I mean, if you see something combining it, the last thing you do is just put your finger in there. I mean, but then again, he's a child. Child operator. Oh. Okay, and I bet you they actually look pretty good, and they've been drawing the creature. I gotta give credit to the animators. Like when they try in this series, it look good. Maybe you should try hitting like the spot where the sun's coming from. That could be a weak point. Because maybe it might not be reinforced by the armor. Oh. Oh, wait, that could work too, although temporarily. He's gonna eventually have to figure out how to kill it because that thing looks like it might actually have more cinema than him. Alright, we're about to see Gazelle. I'm assuming this will be the time that he's gonna become a manly man. I mean, he's gonna need it because if he doesn't become a manly man, he's gonna die. Hey, actually, kind of like that feature in the series where you want to summon a creature. Oh, 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 oh. I actually like how he's reading the movements of that creature, and he's still receiving some blows too, showing you that even though yes, he's doing well for himself, he's still inexperienced in combat. Oh, he did it! Yes. I'm just glad that spit didn't have any bit of acid inside of it. I mean, his options, they all suck. Well, he lost his means of self-defense. No, there's no way he's gonna die that early. I mean, what's that lever gonna do? Collapse everything on top of it? Or is it gonna give him some kind of like power boost? Because that thing's just glowing randomly now. Oh yeah, kind of like in the first episode where there's some creatures that couldn't go in certain spots when they were glowing. I wonder what's that all about, though. Okay, okay, good, yeah. making it sweet. It's time to build itself, though. I'm like, build, damn it. You know, as weak as Zell is, he'd be a pretty damn good Olympic runner with that speed. Oh, hold on a minute, Doji. As for why I'm changing my room, it's because I want to try something different with more space, you know? How do you like my room so far, Doji? Aw, too bad, so sad. Whoa! What is the... It ripped up its own leg! Just to go after its target. Ah. Okay, that is just hardcore. I'm actually surprised it's able to still climb despite all the beatings it received by the Panther earlier on in the episode. Man, it don't feel like a thing. I mean, but he doesn't have any blades with him, though. I mean, unless the dagger's gonna suddenly fly into his hand, all Deus Ex Machina style. I can only hope that's good news for us, though, because, man, he has been going through bad news from start to finish. Jeez! You know, that thing got busted up. I mean... That's a pretty fucked up way that's not where the one wants to live, though. I mean, jeez. The thing is, he can't do anyone else. That's a good point. They don't have to give a fuck. That's a good point. Jeez. Okay, so the mattress is getting a little bit better now. At least he would. At least it doesn't sound that bad. At least it's better than some of the cringe from the first episode. She's getting a little bit better. Little bit. At least I didn't just burst off in laughter this time. But at the... You know, I'm not going to blame myself for not wanting to save Nanny, though. Only because... Oh, yeah. I feel the same way too, Anime Doji. But here's the thing about Zelda. I'm not going to blame him for not wanting to save Nanny, because from what we've seen in the first episode, everyone kind of did treat him like shit. So I'm not going to blame him. And at least here we see him reflect on his actions and on the death of his sister. I like that. Most enemies... This kind of reminds me of a scene from the movie Citizen Kane, where all the things are being broken. Kind of reminds me of that. And it feels cathartic because that's one of the best ways to get rid of stress. Aww. I gotta admit, when the series just lets the animation do the talking, instead of having Azelle do the talking, it's actually good. And with the music just playing in the background. Because, man, I'm even feeling sympathetic for him, because his sister was pretty cool. At least from what they've shown off in her in the first episode. Aww. She honestly didn't deserve to die the way she did. Oh, you're just trying to help, though. Whoa. I mean, I can see why he'd have a negative reputation, though. Yeah, considering the fact that he wanted to prevent his sister from doing the sacrifice. I mean, whoa! Damn, these people are savage! The hell? Okay, there's gotta be something with that chick with like the yellow outfit and the braids. She looks pretty interesting. That's true, we gotta wait for that. Those are my video games, animated doji. Right there. PS3 games. Jeez. He's not sure. Yeah! But he didn't guarantee. Hmm. I'm feeling bad for him now. Jeez. I mean, he's the type to not even let someone just take a dump. Oh my. But no, in all seriousness, no, all jokes aside, I'll actually give the episode credit. It actually made us all, oh, I see you later, animated doji. It actually made me feel more sympathetic towards Azelle's struggles. Now, in saying that though, I think it's pretty realistic. Although, at the same time, though, if I were Azelle, I'd be asking, can you guarantee that you can bring out my sister? Because he didn't mention that. But I guess then again, if you're dealing with people that have an association with the gods, I guess they're not going to be inclined to give you any answers. I have a feeling that even though if Azelle even manages to close out all the gates, I have a feeling the gods, they're not even going to give a shit, and they're not even going to bother closing off the gates. Just going by how it usually is in these type of series. It would just feel completely out of the left field if he manages, oh, I guess it's over, I guess it's not Chris. It just feels out of the left field if he manages to like accomplish everything he was going for, and then boom, Sister came back. No, I don't think it's going to work that way in this series. But regardless, I mean, at least he has some hope. Although I think midway into the series, I believe he's gonna. My guess is, here's my prediction. I think midway in the series, he's probably gonna close maybe like the 3 gates, and then afterwards, he's gonna realize that even if he manages to close out all the gates, he's gonna realize that the reviving his sister is gonna be impossible. Just because that's how usually these series like to mix it up. I could be absolutely wrong though. Only because from what the gods have shown off in this series. They're pretty mean in this specific series. I'm like, geez. Because straight up they're telling Azelle to save everything while not even instantly trying to offer him anything that would try to persuade his intention into saving the world or closing off the gates. That's why I have that gut feeling. But overall, though, it was interesting from a story standpoint. At least now Zil knows that he has to close off the gates. And then on top of that, another thing I love about this episode, aside from that, I like how you see how he's ostracized by all the villagers, how he's got consequences now for serving the gods now because you can see his eyes glowing. So I like that. Shows you how his life just instantly is shattering before his very eyes. And another thing I like too, on top of all that, just Azel's character development, because at least now he went from being suicidal to at the very least now wanting to actually fight back to an extent and stand up for himself. So that's some growth, him gaining the backbone. As for the only weakness in this episode, it is the voice performances. Oh my. And I have listened to the Spanish dub, and the Spanish dub is way, way better. The thing is about Spanish though is I can't understand it well, but not as quickly as English. So the only way I'd be able to react to it in Spanish is if Crunchyroll adds English subtitles to the Spanish audio. If it did, man, this series would be infinitely better. But for reaction purposes, I gotta go react to the dub version of it, the English dub version of it. But yeah, that's my stance. I mean, I'll give Azel's actress credit though, or actor. She's doing at least a semi better job, but I kind of expect more because Azel, for his sequences to carry a weight whenever he's emotional, I need to be able to take him seriously and not just laughing. Because the best scenes literally in this episode was when Azel was just breaking all of his own things in his own house, and he was crying. That was like the best scene, like when there was just the music and the sound effects. That was when this episode was at its strongest. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the only downside. The animation was actually pretty decent. Was it the prettiest looking series this season? No, but it looks good for the most part. It looks competent. Yeah, there's a few scenes where it skips frames, but the action sequences have good choreography. Yet as they'll try to figure out how to get the upper hand. So I have to at least give it credit for that. And if I were to rate this, it would get a solid, at least for me, an 8 out of 10. I thought it was at the very least pretty good. Definitely has me interested in wanting to see episode number 3. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on Onyx Equinox episode 2. I would love to hear your thoughts on how you feel about reaction in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, because I'm definitely going to be reacting to episode 3. And I hope y'all have a fantastic day. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. Have a safe and fun day, y'all. Bye-bye.